Hi friends, my name is Sydney Nitskorsky. This is a 10-minute balance and core workout. You don't need any equipment. You can even do this without your shoes on, all right? I'm gonna start both my stopwatches. We start standing with little leg circles. So you can have your arms out to the side or rest them here. If you wanna get a sneaky little arm workout though, keep them up in the air. These circles are small. I'd say the size of a tennis ball. If you're really struggling with this, just grab onto anything, even a wall. I would do it this way, or a couch, or a chair, not another person. If you lose your balance, don't worry about it, just get right back into it. All right, if you did not switch the direction of your leg, don't worry about it, neither did I. Switch legs though. Reset yourself. Sometimes when you do that switch from the right to the left, it just takes a moment to kind of figure out where you are. So the reason I wanted to put balance and core work together today is that they're highly dependent on each other. It's, I would say, impossible to have good balance if you don't have a decent core strength. So we're gonna work on both. All right, we have 3 more seconds on this leg. Perfect. Again, switching legs, put all your pressure. I've got mine on my left leg, and I'm just gonna start lifting my right. So I'm not leaning away from my leg, I'm actually from my toe to my top of my head, really tall. And this is a sneaky little glute exercise. So I could just call this a full body workout, I guess. Nothing really happens in isolation. Not that much in the gym at least. 4 more seconds before we switch sides. You can tell I'm just trying lightly to tap my foot. You know, sometimes I might lose my balance and put more pressure on, and that's fine. But imagine you're just tapping your toe onto the top of an egg. The reason I really like doing balance work without shoes is that it makes all the little muscles in your feet work. Right now, the pretty sturdy sole of my sneaker is doing a lot of the stability for me. The other thing to think about is the surface you're on. A squishy yoga mat is going to be a little harder than a hardwood floor or cement floor. 1 more. Perfect. All right. We're just going to come down into a high plank. Hold it here for just a moment. Pull your belly button up. I'm not sure if you can see that, but if you relax your belly, I'm letting mine go all the way down, and then actively pull it up. That's a transverse contraction. You're going to do that a few more times. Relax. I know it feels ridiculous to let your belly hang out, and then pull it up. If you have on a baggy shirt, you shouldn't be able to see any movement. You can tell my hips are not going up and down. It's just my belly. I'm working on transverse breathing, a deep abdominal layer underneath the 6-pack muscle, but it's really important for stability and for balance. 1 more. Drop the knees, walk the hands back so they're right under the shoulders. We're going to take our right arm and our left leg, extend them out, and then bring them back. We're not switching sides. We stay with the same side that you're on. If you're on a different side than me, that's fine. We're going to do both. Big extension. This is a great back exercise. Stability, core, it's a lot of things. Balance is required. Make sure your shoulder's right over your hand and you're not leaning back. 1 more. Hold it here. Take a nice deep breath. Pull your belly button up in this position, and now switch sides. Reset yourself if you have to. And big extension. By the way, if this bothers your knee that's on the ground, double up your yoga mat or put a sweatshirt or a towel or something under it. I don't want your joints to be in pain as you're doing this. From here, we're going to hold the last one and then go into a modified side plank. I'm going to give you a couple of options. Beautiful. All right, side plank, modified. Draw a line down your mat. Elbow hits it, hip hits it, bottom knee, top knee's hovering, and your foot. All right, come on up. I'm going to start timing this. First we hold, then we move our top leg, then we move our hips. So we're going to do each for about 15 seconds. Just hang out for a moment. You can absolutely do this in a full plank if you want. Start to lift and lower your leg. So if you want to do this in a full plank, even harder, good for you, do it. I'm good modifying right now. That feels right for right now. 4 more seconds. And then leg can stay down, start to move your hip dynamically. So the biggest mistake I see people do when they do this one is bending that top knee. That top knee is totally straight. It does not and it should not bend. Done, switch to the other side. All right, we start with just a hold, but line everything up first. Take a moment to line it all up, get straight, and start, 15 seconds. Just take a moment, close your eyes if you like. Even here, pull the belly button back, pull the shoulders down. I know I'm like a broken record with the belly button to the spine, but it's so crazy important. Start to lift your top leg. If you need to, you can lie all the way down for this lift. If you want to progress it, you go into a full plank. In 3 seconds, we start to drop our hip. Again, to progress it, you're in a full plank, just dropping your hip. You could do this one really big or really small. I'm going to leave it up to you today. I'm sticking this one out in a modified plank. Beautiful. Onto your back. We're going to do some reverse crunches for the lower stomach that often gets neglected. So push your hands into the ground, pinch your shoulder blades, and just start to bring your knees towards your chest. You can let your legs kind of land here. They don't have to go all the way down to the mat, but they can. I'm putting my hands right under my bum, just for a little lower back support. And I think about hopping my hips up, squeezing my lower abs, and then pushing my back really flat into the ground. One more. Good, then stop the feet at a right angle. We're gonna shimmy and a shake. So I'm gonna show you from this direction. Hands are out for a little support. Knees stay in one place. Feet go from side to side. Isn't that kind of a fun one to do? Shimmy shake is my own name. I'm not sure what else to call it, but I feel like that totally works. Don't you agree? All right. From here, we pop up into a bridge, then we're gonna stand and finish out with some balance. Feet down. Pinch the shoulder blades again, up into a bridge. Just hold it here. Let's do the same thing where we do this in 3 parts. We're holding it for 15 and then dynamic for 15. So start to kick right leg out, left leg out. As I do this, my goal is for my hips to be totally still. If that feels like too much, you can do a little baby march where you just pick your foot up off the ground for an inch. All right, both feet down, hips up and down, 15 seconds. Then like I said, we'll stand up. We'll finish with some balance work. No matter what age you are, balance work is important to work on. If you don't work on it, it's gonna get worse. If you do work on it, it should get better. Relax. All right, make your way to stand. We're on one leg again. Let's put our arms out to the side. Why not get a sneaky little arm workout? And we're just gonna drive one knee up at a time. Hold it. Put it back down, other side, like a ridiculously slow march. If this is really easy for you, here's what you're gonna progress it to. Drive it up, out to the side, back in. If that's not easy, you're just gonna continue with the march. Here's 2 ways to do this one. So you can see I'm looking forwards, my leg goes to the side and comes back. That's a little bit easier than my whole upper body following and coming back. So you can decide. All right, let's go back to some shapes. We started with circles. Let's do some squares. We'll start on the right leg. Let's go 4 in one direction and then 4 on that same side in the next direction or in the opposite direction. All right, your choice how big you want these to be. I'd say mine are 12 inches per side. For that standing leg, you can bend your knee just a little bit. I think this is 4 for me. And then you're gonna reverse the direction that you're tracing that shape in. Just imagine you have like a crayon or a paintbrush attached to your toe. Let's say this is 4. All right, other side. Good. By the way, you don't need me to tell you, you could do any shapes that you want. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. We should have done hearts. Actually, we'll do hearts next. That's how we'll close this out. Reverse the shape. Right now we're still on squares. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. So glad I thought of that with 30 seconds left. All right, 2 big hearts on the right, 2 big hearts on the left. It's symmetrical, but there's more movement here. So make them as big as you can in both directions. Beautiful. You can tell my leg's pretty straight. That's important. I see a lot of people like bending their knee as they're trying to do balance work. Keep it straight. Get your body as tall as you can. If you lose your balance, don't worry about it, just get right back up and try it again. All right, thank you so much for doing balance and core work with me. I'm Sydney Nitskorsky. Please reach out to me anytime. You can email me at sn, as in Sydney Nitskorsky, fitnut@gmail.com. You can join one of my 30-minute Zoom classes. I hope to work out with you soon. Have a great day. Bye.